Okay. One second now. Let's tell the whole ass Discord announcements at everyone. Quick stream before capital T, the, capital A, American, capital N, national, capital H, holiday. Come say hi. And let's pop in these links, pop in these stinks, pop in and stink, copy link address, almost there. I do need a better automated way of doing this. Okay. Send now. Great. All the people know. Okay. Let's get it going. Let's see. It's time to start the show. So basically the venerable tree is going to pick from fir tree's root. Then it's going to get the collision child. Then it will add component, the FSM template for venerable tree. Venerable tree FSM template is from the old version. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Nick, what's up? You ready to go? Let's get to it. How you doing? Welcome in. Let's get these tunes going. Where are my tunes at? Right here. All right. Wet the Dry Boy, you got it. Cool intermission screen, thanks. Yeah. Wait, hold on, is it the intermission screen? I thought that was the welcome to the show screen. Did I screw that one up? Let me look really quick. Oh, you're right. Okay, had to change that. Okay, so how you doing? I just wrote down the checklist for how I'm gonna get this thing going. I think this pretty much makes sense to me. Okay. So I have all these fir trees. They're all children of the fir trees game object. So on Game Manager, I think I put it in here, to be honest, TBH. I think you put in here a new FSM called Venerable Tree Manager. Let's put that up here. It's a little out of the way. Okay. And let's see. Ugh, I've wasted so much of the day. You're telling me. And by waste of the day, I mean I slept it away because I was up until 4 in the morning. Welcome in. How you doing? And I have to try to get all this shit done because I'm trying to go to my friend's Super Bowl party. Let me see, I actually just got the Addy. Copy address. I mean, I've been to her house a million times, but I have to check the public transit version. Oh shit, it's gonna like take me an hour to get there. That's insane. Jiminy Cricket, are you serious? It's gonna take me an hour to get there. It either takes you an hour to get there by public transit, or a 15-minute car drive, or a 24-minute bike ride. I should get my bike sorted because 24 minutes isn't bad. Then I show up all sweaty. I might just take my bike. I might try to spruce up my bike. Good. I woke up at 12 and then was stuck in the shower for like 20 minutes. Stuck in the shower is crazy. Stuck in the shower. Oh no. Oh no. The shower. It's like when you take cats in the bath. And was on my phone in bed for an hour. Yeah, I was definitely doom scrolling for like half an hour. And then I came across a video of like some like Slavic dude, and he was just like he plunged into a big thing of like on a frozen lake. He just jumps in and he comes out and he's like wait, before you keep doom scrolling, what did he say? He's like, before you keep doom scrolling, I forgot what he said, but it was something to the tune of like, you're running out of time. You're running out of time. Like, is that what you're gonna do? And I was like, you know what? And I said out loud, I was like, thanks, brother. And I fucking closed that shit and I got out of bed. Her, I know who you're talking about. Do you? Did you meet my friend? Yeah, hold on, let me make sure. Let's see. Okay. So let's see, the Venerable Tree Manager. This is gonna kick off pretty easy. We got to first get FSM game object from Game Manager. Put a little weight in here, stinky little weight. Nasty little dirty little stinky weight. Turn it into an action sequence. Main scene in fact, I'm just gonna snatch it like this first. Oh, it's on this actually. We could do use owner. Where is it? Main scene objects. And then I haven't added it yet, so I could change it. No, I'm saying I know that dude in the video. Oh, nice. Yeah. Kaido Dev, what's up, man? How's it going? How you doing? Welcome in. It's a different crowd when I stream at this time, huh? 2:21 p.m. Yeah, it's been a while since I've hopped on this early. How you doing? What are you up to? How's everything going along? Main scene objects, variables. I'm gonna add a new one called, wait, is there already a reference to it? No. Fir trees. And let's see, where's my fir trees? Right here. Right there. Okay. And then I go to my Venerable Tree Manager and I say, yo, give me the fir trees game object. Store it as the same damn thing. I did a basic dungeon, menu, ability pick, room-based enemy spawning, and maybe some more I forgot. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's fucking, hey, put some work in progress videos on the work in progress channel. I want to see how things are coming along. There's like a vested interest now. I'm emotionally invested in this now that I know that you're like going all in on this. I also got a load starting off the day with a caffeine headache. Oh no, that's you gotta love starting the day. Yeah. Just a hot tip. Actually, I don't know what kind of you've been smashing monsters, right? Dude, go get some green tea. Get some green tea. Seattle. Dude, life changing. Every time I forget, because like I think I have these ebbs and flows where I do my green tea and life is just coasting, right? Like I can get shit done. My sleep is actually okay. Like things are just like fine and dandy. And then one day I either like don't have access to green tea or like I'm tempted by, like maybe I'm out and there's like a nice coffee place and then like, oh, it's like, oh, you know what, I'll get like a little not a latte, an espresso, you know, or maybe I'm just somewhere where like somebody offers me an energy drink or something like that, and it's just like, they're good, you know, they're fun to drink and they're so much stronger that it's almost kind of like a special occasion where you get the high off of it, for me at least, right? And then that turns into like, now I have to sustain this or I'll get a fucking headache or whatever. And then there's like this whole period of like, life isn't as great when you have a shit ton of caffeine. And then I come back down, I'm like, no, you know, I gotta go back to green tea. And then I regulate, and then everything's like good again. And I'm back on the green tea. And I know I'll go back to the energy drinks because those days are hype. I slam one of those and it's like, whoa, I'm like 10x right now. But I'm cruising right now. Take an ibuprofen. Doctor's orders. Okay, so we have the fir tree, right? And then what did I say? I had the list here in front of me. Pick from fir tree's root. Let's see. Get the collision child, right? So then you do get child of. If I just put this right. Oh no, it doesn't. I forgot. Yeah, okay. So we'll just do this then. Oh, you want to get random child too. Random child from the fir trees. Store the result as random fir tree. And then we say random fir tree, get the child that's called collision. And then we'll store the result as random fir tree collision. And then you add, what do I do? FSM? Hang on, I think there's an action in here. I've actually never had to use this, I don't think. I think there is an add template. Hopefully I won't get autism. Not super guaranteed, but yes, hopefully not. Wait, this title. Well, it's kind of everything, isn't it? They put the autism virus in everything these days. Even my green tea keeps me on the spectrum. Add template, here we go. All right, here we go. Work in progress will come for sure. I also want to do devlogs on YouTube first, but I need enough small work in progress videos. Yeah, I hear you. Okay. Doing YouTube devlogs. Find a formula, man. Find a formula for those, because that really helped for me a lot. Like, it helped expedite my devlog process when I locked in on a formula. Else you kind of feel like you're reinventing the wheel every time. Add template. So I've never used this action before, but we're gonna add it to the collision and then name, okay, it's active. What's unique? Replace. Oh, and can you literally, oh, interesting. I don't want to add any variables to it, but see, exists event, replace event. Okay, so we have to make the template first before this works. I'm gonna turn that off for now. And then we're gonna go to the OG tree. So players area, I forget where it is actually. Let's see, let's zoom in on my spot. Ah, it's right here. There we go. It's in the which den I guide. It's kind of weird. I don't think it's the I guide. I think I'm gonna put it in the players area. There we go. Thin Matrix devlogs are the best in my opinion. No fluff, not selling you anything. I'm not even interested in his game, but I enjoy the updates. He's definitely selling you something. He's absolutely selling you something. That is what devlogs are. Devlogs are like, I have a product. The intention might not be so like overt or aggressive, but that, like, even my devlogs, right? It's like I'm 99% excited about telling you everything that's in my game, and it's like even internally I'm like, this is like my legacy media that I'm making, and this, I would do it for myself like just as quickly, but it's cool that I can put it on YouTube, right? And that is like, I've been doing that ever since I was a kid. I've always loved like documenting things, and I just grew up loving behind the scenes documentaries and all that kind of stuff. But its purpose also, like, it definitely serves the function to sell people on things. And yeah, Thin Matrix does make, to be quite honest, I'm interested in neither. I'm not really a fan of his devlogs, and I don't really want to play his game, but I will occasionally check in on his game just to see how it's doing, because I'm interested in other people's stories. But I'm also fully aware that like every time I watch it, it is also by repetition slowly getting into me that like it is being sold to me, you know. I need to see Dave's first YouTube video ever. Oh, dude. What is it? I think it's a gameplay video. I don't even think it's like a devlog or anything. Or maybe. I think it's like me playing games with my friends. I mean, he ain't selling a course or throwing a sponsor in my face. A Bevy sponsorship, for example. Obviously, I know he's selling anything. Right. Yeah. Because I think it's like he has, I'm pretty sure he has like a normal job, right? I think. Is he full-time? I saw a devlog of his not too long ago where he went to like a convention and stuff, and like he set up a booth and everything, and I think they were sort of like on a timeline, maybe. I think did he mention something at work? I forget, but yeah. So far he hasn't had those opportunities necessarily. Okay, so the original, that's not even on here. Oh, it's on the collision, huh? It still isn't on here. Oh. Aha. That's actually not even how. That's really, really funny. So I tag it as Saptree. Dude, so I could turn this off. Oh, we're turning off an old thing now. So here's what's really cool about that, is that means instead of having to add a fucking template, we just tag it. Set tag. Oh, thank you, past Steven. That just made my life so much easier. Random Fir Tree Collision, tagging it as Saptree. Nice. I mean, it's like, it's convenient for me to do like that right now, but it is also kind of funny that like, and that's not a great way to do it, I don't think. I mean, if it works. So let's check it out. Let's see if I can go to the fucking tree and if it just works. I should be able to just play this right now. I don't even need this in here. Yeah, let's run it. Holy shit. Play focus. So what I'll do is I'll play it right now. I'll let this run so it does the random tree, and then I'll select in menu just so I can put the player next to it. First we'll go grab our axe, and we should be able to just hit it, and it should be able to just work. Is this gonna be another one of those 30-second ones? I think. Oh no. Okay. Grab the axe. Pause the game, and so now on our Venerable Tree Manager, if we select this one, and then in the scene, find it. Ooh, this one's kind of, you know, we have to make sure that there's a difference between fir trees. Yeah, this is actually out of bounds. Okay, hang on. I need a way to pick, I think that's what this was about. Pick an existing tree within range of some spot. Replace it with okay, yeah. So I need to make sure it's accessible to the player, because that tree was actually off the grid as fuck. So one way we can do it, this makes my eyes hurt, it's so crazy. One way we can do it is to use the nav grid, maybe? Somehow? No, but every tree is I could also hand pick spots around. Like if I really zoom out, let's turn this off. Crazy, hurting my eyes. But if I really zoomed out to the whole world, and then I just kind of picked some areas where I think that should happen. Let's see. Let's actually stop the game. Fir trees. So here's all the fir trees in my game. I have a spots. So witch wander spots. I think I should pick a witch wander spot, basically, because all the witch wander spots are accessible by the player. Basically. Well, actually, hold on. Some of these were kind of cutting it close. Let me zoom in on this one. It's almost like it would want to pick a spot and then make sure it's within like X amount of meters. Like we'll say, you know what I might do? I'm just gonna make a new thing of spots. We're gonna say create empty, and we'll call this venerable tree areas, and then put this in here. We'll call this a venerable tree spawn spot. So if I zoom in on it, actually dope to have a stream earlier than usual. I really do want to be able to do them earlier. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but like I used to do like first thing in the morning memories of the Spy streams. Like fucking before noon, you know, like, or maybe even, I think I might have even done it when I was in Seoul, but that was on Seoul time. That was on whatever Korea's time zone was. But selfishly, I'm saying, even away from who it's convenient for, who's watching, but I'm saying selfishly, it's also nice to have earlier streams. Just, it's nice having the energy that you kick the day off with, you know. I'm like sipping my tea over here. Okay, so let me zoom out. I'm gonna place these spots around the map. Let's start on this side. Okay, so first spot that it can spawn in. I'm gonna make life a little easier for the player and make it so it can spawn like around here. And then we'll duplicate that, put one like right here. Duplicate that here, and I'm just kind of imagining, let me see. Actually, let me go back a little bit. Here, this will really help the debugging process, or not debugging, but I'm turning on the mesh render because these are spheres, right? And then if I change the size to like 10, 10, 10, now I can at least, oh, that's a cube, huh? Son of a bitch. But they're just tagged as spots, right? So if I go 3D object, sphere, and then we name it the same thing. The reason I want to make it a sphere is so you can actually see, like I can use that same number, like the scale will help me, or like the radius of the collider here. If I say the radius is 1, and then I bring this over here, if I focus in on it, right? The collider is, where the hell is the, wait, what the hell? Oh, because my gizmos are off. There we go. So the collider is as big as the, or it's, I guess it's twice as big. That is weird that it's 1. So when you spawn in a sphere, the mesh is only... Oh, because the radius is half of... Okay, no, that makes sense, that makes sense. So great. Now if I scale this, right, this gives me an idea of the area covered when I later say, hey, pick a tree within this distance, right? I could say pick a tree within, let's say, 35, or if I say 34, yeah. Well, let's just be extra clean about this. So it could be within 15 meters, right? So now, when I pick things, it'll be within a 15-meter radius of this, and now I can kind of see what that looks like. So if I pick within 15, it's always covering that. So I'll duplicate that now. Oh, and this has to be tagged as a spot. Okay, so duplicate that, duplicate it. Okay, so these are all the areas that a venerable tree might spawn. Like this. Oops. And I could be just a little choosy and not totally, doesn't have to be super dense. But it has to be dense enough so the player has a hard time brute forcing it if they wanted to. Because like I said before, the player could theoretically just run around the entire map swinging at all the trees and eventually find one. Day streaming before 12, no way. Yeah. It's true. It's true. This guy on occasion wakes up at human mornings. I know everybody's used to, oh, Steven's a subhuman, he was an iPad baby before there were iPad babies. I mean, we can overcome these challenges in life. There are ways to overcome. There's ways to undercome. But if you come just right, then life stops happening to you and you start happening to life. That's an Abraham Lincoln quote. So I think that's enough places that the tree can spawn. Look at that, look at all these little balls, okay? Turn off all their mesh colliders and their sphere colliders. And so now we can, in the game manager, we're gonna get a random child. Random child. Oh shit. How do I do this? Bless you, bro. Thank you. Ever considered a publisher? I'm open to the publisher, like the idea of a publisher. They have to bring a lot to the table. Because I'm a little too convinced that, like as like social media and the way Steam and everything, like the democratization of like the video game industry is so intense and so evolved at this point that like there's not a ton of ways it justifies having a publisher to, you know, to like seek them out all the time. I think it's also like a different like lifestyle, right? Like my lifestyle is that like I enjoy making these games. I don't have a ton of overhead. I already, you know, like I have like a savings. I have all the privileges of not having to like stress out about like chasing safety and comfort and stuff like that. And I know a lot of people don't have that, right? So like I always hear, for example, Thomas Brush, right? He has a family. So it's like, you've heard him talk about saying shit like, well, it's not about necessarily making the game that you want to make, but more about making the game that like people will buy or something like that. And it's not like he's making these like soulless games or whatever. Like clearly he's putting a lot of his passion into it. But he does describe sort of like on that scale, leaning closer towards, I have to run a business and support my family, right? That's what his driving motivator is. And then I even saw a video this morning of this like German or Austrian dude or whatever talking about how his like game, it's called like something rats. I don't know. Have you guys heard about this? Have you guys seen this one? Booyah, what's up? How's it going? How you doing? Yeah, this dude is good with the promo videos, trust. Wait, hold on. Wait, who are we talking about? We're talking about the other, what's the name? The dude making the farming game. But hold on. So what I was gonna say though is that like this Austrian guy, right? He made this game with these rats or whatever, and he spent like a year working on it. He quit his like cushy big studio job, video game studio job, and he made like a decent amount of money. I mean, I did the math, and it's like he made some tens of thousands of dollars. He doesn't take all that home, of course, but it was still, like, all things considered, like, that's cool. It doesn't pay the bills for the whole year that he did that, but it wasn't a like absolute disaster flop, right? It just doesn't maybe justify the amount of time he spent on it. And in the video, he's talking about like wanting to make these games that he's excited about, and he's like, that was my mistake. I just tried to make the game for me and the game that I wanted to play or whatever. He's like, when I didn't even care if it's the game that other people wanted to play. And as he said that, and he kind of said that multiple times, like the unfortunate thing I think is that, like, again, it comes down to what is driving you, like what is motivating you to even make games to begin with. And I think if you're somebody who's like just trying to make a living off of it, even if you really love games and that's like what you're focusing on though, is like just trying to make the living off of it, and you're kind of prioritizing making decisions based on that as opposed to prioritizing decision based on fulfilling you or whatever. He said in moments he was like, you know, he's like, it's a bad idea to try innovating, right? I think he literally said those words of like, you know, if you're trying to like innovate, it's not going to happen. Don't waste your time trying to innovate or whatever. And I was like, damn, that's really harsh. Those are really harsh words, you know. Hold on, sorry. Let me go back a little bit. What if you just wanted contractual friends that you give your revenue to? Well, what kind of contract are we talking about? And is there an NDA involved? Like, can I talk about it after? Can I be like, well, to be honest, I'm not really friends with Booyah, but I mean, he pays me pretty good money to appear publicly. That's why he pumps out Bevy sponsorships, gotta pay them bills. Now you're good with vids. Those vids. Ratserants? No. It was a game where you're like, it's like a horror and roguelite, and it's like you're rats going through a maze, and let me see. Here, I'll show you guys right now. Rat horror roguelite. Cyber Rats. This is the game. And so in his first 4 months of sales, I think he sold about like 2,500 copies or something. The animations are awesome. The graphics are like above average, like probably I would say significantly above average. The style of it, whatever, like it's to each their own. But like, you know, it looks like it's very, very polished. It's a very polished game. But from what I understand also, just really quick side note, the only thing you do in it is move. From my understanding, your only input is your just moving the thing around. And that's what some of these things say, like, Let's see. I forgot where I saw it. You know, I think it was maybe in the guy's video because he put out the devlog about it, right? Anyways, why the hell why am I ranting about this shit again? What do you guys do? I was joking about the benefits of a publisher. Oh, sorry. I'm lagging behind because I was ranting. What if you just want contractual terms that you give your revenue to? Oh, I get the joke now. I should be a publisher then. So that is all to say, right? I bring up all this kind of stuff where it's like having a publisher, and back to like when I was talking about like Thomas Brush and stuff, it's like a publisher may be a good solution for somebody who needs money up front. They need to pay the bills tomorrow. They need to feed their children tomorrow. Publishers, the role that they could play is providing the capital before the game is maybe even started, or when it's like very early on, or maybe it's like far enough in production, or maybe it's even complete, but you don't have any presence, or you have like zero idea how to do marketing, or are terrible at doing marketing, or like just, you know, whatever it is, it's like you don't feel confident in your ability to like give it the exposure that it needs. But like, it's also not a guarantee, right? And it's like, who is the publisher? And that all depends on even like what are the contract, like even per publisher, they will have different terms in contracts for who they're signing up with. Like some publishers, like you know, Devolver Digital, I've seen them do a ton of work pushing a game that they're publishing, and then there are games where it's like, holy shit, this totally slipped through the cracks, and there's like you can't find on their social media, you can't find like fucking, like there's just nowhere. There's somebody made a video about this too, where it was like there's this Devolver Digital game that got like no marketing from Devolver Digital. And I have a friend over there. I don't know if he still works there. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but like he worked directly with another one of my friends who makes games with Playmaker, by the way, actually. They always do him good. They always put forth a lot of like interesting, creative, and like fun, and just, and also more importantly, like quantitatively, like there's a lot of it, you know, like they'll do him good with the amount of marketing they're giving his game. Have you heard of any of these games? Games Harbor. Let's take a look. Static Dread in the Lighthouse. Is this the first person version of that one fishing game? No, never mind. I have not heard of that one. Hand in Hand, Depositism 3K, The Unexposed, Torn Away, Ooh, I have played this. I played this, Shield Wall. I played Shield Wall. I have this game, and I put in a decent amount of hours into it. I did find it got a little, I never quite, they might have released new content or something. Oh, it looks like they definitely released new content since the last time I played. Maybe. I'm seeing shit in here, I don't remember. But this is a fun game, Shield Wall. Why do you ask? I took an ibuprofen with a monster. That's the combo. This is the combo. It's like when somebody takes a Xanax and slams a fucking whiskey shot with it. You were talking about publishers, and this one reached out to me like today. Oh no shit. Well, that's cool. I don't know what their relationship was like with these games, of course, but I do know Shield Wall. Here, let me bring up my Steam. Let me check my hours on Steel Wall or Shield Wall. Look at Baba Yaga game. This is my competition for Witch Stories. What the heck? Wow, the art style is like super cute. Where's the Baba Yaga house though? Is that the Baba Yaga? This looks pretty cute. I really dig the style that they're kind of like leaning into the style of the time. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna check library. shield wall. Shield wall. Here we go. Oh, I guess I haven't put hours into it. It felt like a long time. I actually haven't even hit what would qualify as plural. I played an hour and 24 minutes. I put 84 minutes into this. But yeah, it looks like they've definitely, since I've last played it, they've definitely made some updates. This was a really fun game. I had a good time. You're gonna have to tell me what the publishers. I don't know if you could say it on stream, of course, but you should DM me and spill the tea. That's very exciting. Okay, I'm gonna close this because we're like so close here. We're so close. So we want to get a random child of the, what is it called? Like fir tree spawns. I'm gonna put it in here. Venerable tree areas. I'm just gonna call that venerable tree areas. I'd say every 6 months a publisher that publishes games I never heard of reaches out to me, so I don't take them seriously. Well, I mean, I can't speak to those other games, but I did play that one. It makes me, dude, I bought a game recently, by the way. I bought a game for $2 that I've been eyeballing for years, and I literally think about it every day and I want to play it every day. But one, I want to play it with friends. Two, I even kind of want to stream it. And three, I want to be able to, when I do play it for a very extended and unbroken amount of time. And I literally, like, when I'm in bed, I'm like, oh, and sometimes when I'm just eating, I'm like, oh, I'm just thinking about it. It's like going through my mind. And the game is Green Hell. It's like a first-person survival game in like the Amazon forest with like, it just has all the vibes that I'm fucking into, man. I don't know why I brought that up right now, but I don't know why I brought it up. Anyways, I'm excited about this game. Okay, I'll respond to them just because you played that one, right? Dear, whatever the hell they were called, my friend Steven, a streamer I watched, excuse me, a streamer I sometimes watch and occasionally check in on, but don't really care about, who kind of pesters me sometimes when he comes into my chat, but I largely don't care about, and I hope he fucks off forever and dies, said he played one of your some dozens of games, Shield Wall. He hasn't played it in a very long time, and he didn't even play for plural hour, but he played for an hour and 24 minutes. This validates your credibility, and I just wanted to say we should talk further about you potentially publishing the Alpine Lake sequel, which I will have zero creative control in, and that you will take 90% of the revenue in. But the contract signed in blood that we will inevitably, send between PDFs is so enticing to me, and I'm so desperate that I hope you respond to this within the next 5 minutes, or else I'm gonna go cry. I'll hug my dog because my dog will make me happy if I start crying about this. That's neither here nor there. Thank you for taking your time to read this email. I hope to chat soon. Love in all the highest regards, and wishing you the absolute best. XOXOXOXOXO. Kissy face, Andrew. I've seen Static Dread somewhere. That one sounds familiar, but I don't know if I've played that one, or I mean, seen like videos of it or anything. Send that to a clip. Yeah. You could just clip that and send it to them. Okay. Get random child from the venerable tree areas. We'll say random area, and then you do. I mean, fucking Jiminy, man. You. What do you do? Oh, you get within Collider, or was it? Get objects inside Collider. Get random child, and then you say, hey, random area. Don't include children. Oh wait, it's doing a physics check. It won't, damn, it won't work because they, damn. That doesn't work. Because the colliders are disabled. I don't even want those fucking colliders on there. You know what you do? You just kind of... What do you do? I don't want to get the closest. Is it there like a near? Let me try to find. I might have to make a little custom action for this. Near. Also, this soundtrack. Holy shit! Somebody do something. It's that album again. Every time that album. God, that's like one of the worst albums ever. Get clipping pane, nearest value, set, convert decimals, webcam controller. No. Let me close this, and then the venerable tree area. So it's like, of all these spots, right? They're just game objects. I'm not going to treat them with any collision or anything. But, oh, you know what you could do? You could do an overlap. And what is the size of them? I said 30, so that's a 15 radius, 15 unit radius. Okay, problem solved. Overlaps. Find overlaps. Specify game object, random area. It's a sphere, radius 15, max overlaps 50. Layer mask is environment. Wait, let me just make sure that's what the actual trees are. Yeah, layer environment. Holy shit. There we go. Repeat interval is 0. Store overlapping as detected objects. If no overlaps are found, then we'll try again. Send the next frame event, or we'll do wait. 0.1, boom, boom. Okay, I gotta go and get shit done, but I will be back later if you're still on. Right on, thanks for hanging out. Get your shit done. Go live your life. Do things before you die. You better go and do things before you die. We are all going to die one day, but we sure do have a good chance at getting things done if we really put our mind to it. So if this doesn't do it, right, and then no overlaps, but if it finds overlaps and it continues, we'll say set tag. If it finds overlaps, it'll continue. Okay. Damn, okay. I mean, unless you're not telling me something, you, like me, are limited to the fucking boring 80-something years of corporeal existence. Corporeal? Is that right? And, you know, like, you don't want to be on your deathbed, like, falling asleep to the sound of your fucking heart monitor, thinking, holy shit, like, that one day I could have, you know, taken off and skied that slope I really wanted to ski, or snowboard, or fucking hop down my tummy and slide like a little penguin. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to think like, oh, instead I sat there and doom scrolled, or worse yet, didn't hang out with Steven on his stream. So I don't know, maybe you are making the wrong decision. But, you know, you just don't want that to happen. I'll be on my deathbed, but at 100%. If I have the physical capacity, my family is going to be bugging me to like spend my dying moments with them, and I'm like, wait, bro, dude, I'm so. And Bankit will still be around, right? Because they're bringing Bankit back, and I'll be like, dude, I'm carrying around a fucking 28 stack right now, and I'm almost at the fucking deposit. Like, you got to shut the fuck up. You know, like, I'm gonna be so locked in on my deathbed if I still have like the hand-eye coordination and the mental faculties about me, like. You better believe I'm gonna be gaming on the finals, dude. Watching game dev while game deving is a cheat code. It is. Also, shout out, hang on, really quick. Can I do this from here? Andrew, can you shout yourself out? Can you, if you're still around, man, wait, can I do this from here? Shout out, Booyah, Grandma. Does that work? I don't know. I switch between the chats. If it didn't work, and just go scroll up to that guy, Booyah Grandma, click on his name and go see the things he's doing. He's also a game dev and he's been working on a cozy game called Alpine Lake. That's the game he was just talking about. Publishers are approaching him for, and yeah, he's another dev to tune into, and as you say, the cheat code of watching somebody game dev while you game dev. Also, he loves when you pester him, and he loves when you tease him and get him like really off topic and distract him from actually making his game. He like loves when you do that. I looked into this publisher a little bit more, and they don't do anything. What does that mean? They don't do anything? Yeah. Be careful for the publisher who says, hey, why keep all of the money from your sales when you can keep not all of the money from your sales? Now, you might not understand that because you're just a lowly dev who doesn't really know how marketing works. It's a very complex thing. And we as the publisher, we get these type of things. We are fully steeped in the world of marketing. It's kind of like Mad Men. It's not something you'll really be able to pick up on until you've done it for a very long time. But we can assure you that not getting all of the money for the thing that you worked on is much better than getting all the money for the thing that you worked on. That might not sound like it makes sense first, and it sounds very counterintuitive, but we assure you it's just a lot better, and you're gonna thank us for it in the end. So that's why you should sign with us. Here's the contract. And here's the knife that you have to slit your palm with to sign the contract. Yeah, it's a dull knife and it's rusty, but you know, the studio, us as a publishing studio is, you know, we're picking up steam. In the future, our knives for slitting your palms to sign contracts will be golden. These are our aspirations, but for now, I hope you bear with us, and I know it's a small compromise, but yes, the knife that you cut your palm with today is dull and rusty. But it won't be next year, maybe even next quarter. Underfunding support, they say, will help you find investors. Yeah, that is one of the things that you want to like just talk to them about. Just hop on a call, right? No, God, please stop ignoring them, please. Oh no, but I play one of their games, and I do like one of their games though. Excuse me. I need to get this done because I need to go to that super. Oh my God, it's already 3. Holy shit. Femme to femme. Fanny Slam. Wet me one more time, even though I just got wet a moment ago. Thanks for keeping me wet. Absolutely sopping wet. Thank you. How are you doing? Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. No such thing as too wet. It's just not. Well, if we have to ask that question, right? If we have to start pondering this, like sometimes there is too wet, because I think the excitement does come. It definitely comes from friction. I mean, you need a little bit of friction. So we detect all these objects, and then I want to validate them though. I want to say this is what we're gonna do. We go down to continue, and then we do a get name, And then we do a string compare, and we say, hey, is the, let me check, what is it? Find overlaps. Oh, wait, hold on. We do an array get random, right? The array is detected objects, store the value as random fir tree collision. No repeat. This is an action sequence. You get the name of that random fir tree collision. You store it as detected name, and then you compare that detected name to. This is a really hacky way of doing this, but I need to get it done. I need to just get it done. And if it's true, so on, is tree question mark? This is yes. And if it's not equal, it is absolutely not. No. And if no, then we go back and we do it again. But if it's yes, then we set the tag, and that's all we do. Okay, let's run it. Please work. Please work. Holy shit, please work. Now you do you though. Okay. Let's pause it. Okay, it found one. Great. It's right here, and then it's right. Great. Look at that. So what I'll do is I'll go grab the axe. Okay, and then I'll pause the game. I'm looking at that tree, but now I can select the player and move the player right here. And then, is this it? I think this is it, right? Yep. There we go. The tree bleeds. Cool. So now the venerable tree setup works. I can check it off the list. Poor tree. I mean, God, fucking kids these days. They're just so sensitive. I want to murder. I want to take down our entire forest, and people are over here complaining about it. Can we get +2s in the chat for the Brazilian fucking Rainforest Death Squad? +2s in the chat for the Brazilian Rainforest Death Squad that like just cranked out tractors and just destroyed massive parts of what sustain us as well, what sustains the whole planet. Can we just get like some props for that? Is this a metaphor for deforestation? It's a metaphor for defloweration. That's why you have to go pick up those flowers too. When the player picks up the flowers, they're deflowering the forest. But you play as a woman, so it's kind of like the proverbial scissoring of the planet. +2s. Oh my god, don't do this. Don't support these bits. Do not support these bits. You're gonna make this chat look like we're actually a bunch of assholes. It's a metaphor for Whitticas? Is that a D's nuts? Is that a D's nuts joke? Did I just get D's nuts? Whitticas? Whittica, these nuts fit in my mouth or something? Hug? Sir, you need to calm down. Also, that reminds me, I need to DM you a photo. I'm so lost right now. Okay, venerable tree. Use manager to pick an existing tree. Yes, it does that. It does that. Pick from fir trees. Yes, does this. Even though it's technically not how it does it, but yes, we're done with that. So now the wandering hare, when it's starved, it'll immediately path there. Ooh. So that means we could do the logic with the hare. So look, it will starving. And hang on, I'm gonna put, we'll call this like starve animation, and then this is starve sound, It's a D's chocolate joke? Oh, gotcha. I totally 100% know what that means. I'm not confused at all. He's obsessed with NZ chocolate. NZD's nuts? I'm afraid that everything you guys are, I'm so like off. I'm so like out of touch with what you guys are talking about that I'm afraid that everything you're saying, it sounds like it could be a setup for a D's nuts joke. Def D's nuts? New Zealand D's nuts? Oh, New Zealand. Oh, I see. NZ is New Zealand. Right. I mean, mine was. Okay, hold on. I have to go back. Hold on. He's up to NZ's chocolate. He says NZ's chocolate. So you need to calm down. It's a metaphor. Oh, that's right. Maybe that's what kicked me off. The one D's nuts joke. Okay, I actually have to go. See you. Have a good stream. Thanks for hanging out. Go live your life. Be careful. I like KP. I like KP as a nickname. Okay, so the starve sound keeps playing, but here's the thing, is in trapped, not trapped, right? And if it's so when you're starving, you're also checking. We'll do an FSM bool test, and we're checking starve. Why the hell isn't, or no, sorry, not starve. Trapped. We're checking if it's is trapped, and if it's false, then we could say continue, and then that's when you do set destination as game object. Oh, also find game object by sap tree tag and store this as the venerable tree. And then so you could say the hare is going to be en route to the venerable tree. Trigger threshold doesn't need to do that. Arrived event we'll say is 1. Arrived event is complete. Yeah, and then they'll just kind of wander around in a circle from here. And we'll do an animator play that makes them run. So boom, boom, run. All right, so we should be able to starve a rabbit, and then it should be able to take us there. Call this en route tree. As long as you use a K for the K sound. K. What's up, K? See you later, K. Near tree. Okay. All right, let's starve a rabbit. Here we go. There is something that's been on my mind. There's something where it's like, ooh, let me pop my hip. Oh yeah. There's this thing where if you eat a lot of protein, it's called like rabbit starving syndrome or some, I'm not quite getting this right. I think it has the word starve in it, and I think it has the word rabbit in it. But when you have too much protein, I think there's something about like how much you have to also hydrate because of that. And your body can sort of like lock up, like your muscles can kind of lock up. Anyways, that happened to me once. I was doing a ketogenic diet and I had a lot of protein, but wasn't drinking enough water. And right on time, keeping me super soaking wet. And my muscles nice and loose. Did someone say hydrate? So that was kind of a creepy thing, not creepy, but like, it was very like, it was worrying because I was sitting there like eating my dinner and suddenly my mouth felt like it was like locking up and it hurt. It was like this very sudden like soreness and inability to like move. It felt like my mouth was like tense. And so I just started chugging water, and eventually it started kind of, yeah, and I even looked at my tongue and it looked like shriveled. and apparently it was like some symptom of like a very like localized dehydration or something like that. I don't know. It was crazy. Anyways, let's find this fucking rabbit. We're gonna need a carrot to get his attention. There he is. Okay. So then I just have, right now, I have to manually starve him, which is a button down here. Or sorry, trap him. So we'll trap him, right? He's trapped. And then hunger, we're gonna move this down to 10. We're gonna play unfocused, and here we go. Okay, so he's trapped. He's just sitting there. He's making those sounds. Okay, so he should be fully starved now. And that means that if I untrap him, he's gonna take us there. Oh wait, oh son of a bitch. There we go, okay. Wait, did that reset him? Son of a bitch. Okay, that's a really funny bug. He was like, oh, I'm gonna go for the fucking thing. And he was doing it, he was like en route, but then he immediately was like, oh, wait a minute, but you're holding that carrot. That's a pretty funny one. That's a pretty funny one. I have to manually starve him. Yes. It's like, I'm going to hold you down until you, yeah, I'm going to hold you down so you can't eat. Is that actually what happened underneath the hood though? Let me just make sure. Starving him, right? So he was en route. What the hell is he doing? I think it's because in trapped. Yeah, these are getting reset. These are getting reset. But what should happen is, hang on, I'm just gonna change this because it's an easy fix. Basically, I make it so that when he is en route to the, we're just gonna enable FSM. We're gonna make sure that his avoid is off, that his find food is off. Oh wait a minute, this isn't the right one. Hold on, my bad, my bad. That would have been wee bad. Let's go to, what is it? It's in starve. Here we go. So in here, we'll say we're going to disable some of these. Boom, boom. I guess you should still be able to trap him, but wander should turn off and stay off. Avoid should turn off and stay off. Fake eating should turn off. And find food should turn off. Okay. And we'll put like a tiny little weight here at the top just so it really make sure that all that happens. 0.1. Okay. Disable FSMs. Boom, 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 boom. And then he's en route. And he's near tree. That should work. That should work. Here we go. Play maximized. So I don't even have to like look at the values anymore. I think it's a reliable enough system where I could just play it all. You're canceled? I'm canceled? Why am I canceled? My friend just told me I'm canceled. Oh, right, because I'm a man. Okay. Let's see. Carrot. Come here, buddy. Where you at, my little bunny? Little baby bunny. Bunny, bunny. Where the hell's my bunny at? There he is. Come here. Look it. Look. 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 Are you fucking stupid? Look. There we go. And then we say trapped. And hunger is down to 5. Okay. Okay, he's making the sounds. That means he's fully starved. Now we can untrap him and then chase him. Oh, if the rabbit goes really far, the player might like run out of breath and not be able to. Holy shit. He's going. Can we keep an eye on him? Dude, he's going so fucking far. Oh no. He's going, I can still see him. Okay, he's going that way. Oh, I forgot to bring the axe. I'll spawn it on me. Bro, be running, right? That's fucking out of here. We should be able to hear his little pitter patters when we get close. Oh, right there. So this is the tree. Okay, let me bring the axe over here and just really make sure that this is working. I mean, certainly, right? So we select the player, we focus on the player, we select the axe, and we say move to view. Okay, here we go. Thanks, little guy. Here we go. So if I hit this tree, nothing happens, right? But if I hit this tree, yep. All right, so that's how you find a venerable tree in Witch Stories. Brilliant. Let's do a push. Let's do a push. I gotta go to my little Super Bowl party. I gotta go to my Super Bowl party. Wow. You know what I only just noticed? Your PFP, and it's probably one of the best on Twitch, not gonna lie. What is my PFP? Is it me as a nun? Is it me as a Catholic nun? And is it me as a Catholic nun in front of the I Want to Believe X-Files poster? Yeah? Okay, good. Does it show the Hold on, I'm gonna pull this up. Does it show the X-Files poster in the background? Twitch, Stephen Scott Day. Oh no, it gets cropped, huh? Can you enlarge it somehow? Oh, you can't even. Wait, right click, open image in new tab. No, damn. The full picture is really dope too. It's me basically praying to that X-Files poster, the one that says I want to believe with a UFO in front of it. Yeah, raised Catholic. Now I just worship Satan, my goat Satan. That's goated. Yeah, Satan's a goat sometimes, and I mean like the farm animal. Let's do a push. Let's do a dirty little push. So venerable tree manager added. Properly sets a tree within range or within that is accessible to player. Hare will path to it after being set, after being starved and not trapped. Reliable. Oh, added carrots. Anything else? Added bools. Added optional bool outputs for layer switch action. What else? Hare makes sounds when starved. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Commit 41 files to main. Push origin. Okay. You know what that means. You know what that means. Sister, pause the music. And now, ladies and gentlemen, should we do a little party first? Okay, but now it's actually time to go. So, let's see, Fanny, I don't know if KP is here anymore, but Killer Potato, thanks for hanging out. If you're watching the VOD later, catch you on the finals, hopefully this week. Hopefully we can do some ranked shit, even though we haven't done ranked shit in over a week. Holy shit, can we fucking get ranked already? Booyah, I don't know if you're in chat, but thanks for swinging by. That's exciting news about the publisher. I know you're underselling it because you undersell everything, but I hope you don't undersell your game. I hope... Zoom in, camera 3. I hope you don't understand your game, brother, because you've been working on a really long time, and I hope you really find a good publisher if you do get a good opportunity like that. But if you don't, that's also chill, because you made something good and you built a community, and I wish you all the best. Let's see, who else was here? Kaido Dev, if you're here, thanks for also swinging by. I'm excited to see all the work in progress stuff that you're doing. You made so much progress over, what, 1 day? Less than a day since we last talked, which is great. Props to the creators of Dungeon, by the way. It's an amazing asset. I love that asset. And I think about that asset a lot, and I look at the asset store page. Even though I'm not working on anything that uses it, I'm always like, I'm looking for excuses to use it. So that's cool. Glad to hear that you're making progress. Gorman, if you're around, Gorman, thanks for swinging by. Holy shit. Yeah, thanks for everybody who's hanging out. Wait, today's Super Bowl? It is. Today is the Super Bowl. And I'm going to my friend's Super Bowl party because she was in a commercial. That's shit. I mean, it may have played by now. I may have missed it, but I'm anticipating that somebody recorded it. It's gonna be like, there's gotta be a way I can like watch frame by frame, hitting the comma and period key on my, just to really just appreciate each frame that she made it on there, because that's kind of huge. I don't even know what a sport ball is. Gorman Studios Later Skater. Yeah, it's not something I usually do. I usually don't give a flying... I still don't give a flying fuck about the Super Bowl, to be quite honest. But yeah, it's exciting to see when a friend is going to be plastered all over, like, kind of the whole nation's TV screens, right? Or not the whole nation. I know sports is also kind of falling off, but it's still a big deal. Seeing friends like on the Super Bowl is a crazy thing. So I'm excited to see that. And then I'm gonna try to hop on later. I don't know how long I'm gonna be there, but I do want to hop on later because now that the regular animal is done, this means that I'll be able to program the familiar stuff, right? The possessed, demonic version of these animals, and that's gonna be a whole lot of fun. So, stoked to make that little hair like hella creepy. I'm gonna write some really fun dialogue for it. I'm gonna make it do super weird things, and I'm this close. Like when I don't even see the light at the end of the tunnel anymore. I'm like, bro, I'm about to fucking ship some play tests. So stay tuned to that. Yeah, gonna try hopping on later, but if not, I'll see y'all very, very soon. Thanks for hanging out.